Hello. Looking for low sodium meals is part of my important shit to do today. I decided to record what I find and my thoughts and shit. So here we go.
Hey everybody, I'm Chef Sky with Trifecta, and I'm here to show you how to ditch your salt shaker and take your cooking and meal prep to the next level. If you're looking to reduce your sodium intake or interested in learning how to cook without salt, I have 3 flavorful recipes and tons of tricks to show you. So one of the easiest ways to cook with less salt is to cook with more herbs and spices. Preparing a simple pesto sauce is one of the best ways to get started. Herbs pack tons of flavor, micronutrients, and little to no calories. Use a variety of herbs such as mint, tarragon, cilantro, parsley, and basil, as they are all highly delicious, and there are tons of herb-based sauces that can be easily prepared without the addition of salt, such as chimichurri, zhu, and chermoula. Although pestos are classically prepared with cheese, pine nuts, parsley, and garlic, you can easily tailor them to be dairy-free and nut-free. You can also reduce the fat content by using less oil and more acidic ingredients such as lemon juice, apple cider vinegar, or even kombucha. To prepare your pesto, simply gather your ingredients and blend them all together using a food processor. You can blend it chunky or smooth depending on your preferences. So one of my favorite pesto recipes is prepared with fresh kale, cilantro, and parsley. Find the full batches is romesco. So this classic using aromatic ingredients such as peppers, garlic, turmeric, and ginger can help you romesco with a splash of sherry vinegar instead of such as apple cider, rice wine, balsamic, and any others to season and flavor your recipes. So you can use your romesco on chicken, of roasted veggies, and today is a basic curry sauce. You can prepare a delicious curry from simple ingredients.
Yeah. Okay. So when it says diet recipes, I assumed it was going to be meals and not sauces. I want meals, okay? I'm gonna find another video. Okay, apparently low sodium foods. And I assume they're all out here. So cucumber, strawberries. Eggs, and our shit, garlic. I think that's garlic. Peppers.
Today, I'm going to give you 7 low sodium foods to combat high blood pressure and to improve. Telling you what not to do. Don't eat this, don't eat that. I'm going to do a do video in order to improve your preventing and managing high blood pressure. And high blood pressure is a leading cause of heart disease, strokes, and kidney failure. So today, stay tuned because I'm going to tell you 7. Keep watching. I'm Dr. Frida. I'm a medical doctor who has been triple board certified.
Yeah, I'm going to keep I'll probably be lazy and keep the stutters in, because I don't know. I assume this only happens because I am recording with OBS, so.
In nephrology sodium foods to fight high blood pressure.
Come on, let's get into it.
And high sodium foods to avoid. You want to be sure you. So many requests. People were like, Dr. Frida, you keep telling us what high sodium health. But as with most things, too much of anything is not good. And so you definitely do not want to have too much sodium in your diet because that can lead to high blood pressure and its other problems. That's not a shocker. You know that fruit is healthy. So what fruits do, they have low sodium, but they also have vitamins, they have minerals, they have fiber. They tend to be filling, and so you don't want to eat as much. Fruits can also satisfy that sweet tooth and make you less likely to go out and get those carbs that are really high in unhealthy sugars. And so fruit, that's a low sodium food that you want to have in your diet. And so here are some fruits that are really excellent and low in sodium. We have our apples, definitely low in sodium. sodium. Grapefruit, which again, they have certain vitamins that you want to have and incorporate. Bananas, where are our bananas? Who doesn't love a good banana? Bananas are high in potassium, but they are also low in sodium, so you want to make sure you have those. Strawberries. Strawberries are also they're excellent because they're low in sodium, but they can also be a food that can be a natural way to help to lower blood pressure, as are many of these foods.
Okay, to attempt to let the video catch up a little bit. So I'm just gonna give some of my thoughts along the way. I'm just looking for things to like incorporate and like put into my diet and shit. So apples, I'm all right with apples. I just I don't want to peel them. I don't want to cut them. Sounds like a hassle. But apple slices are a good snack. I could definitely get bananas. The cons about that would be I would like to get them myself. I don't know about like ordering them on DoorDash and having someone else handle them, and I don't want them to get bruised and shit. But I assume decent people would at least be conscious of that, because they wouldn't want their own bananas to be bruised and shit, so they'd try to handle it with care. But yeah, I don't know. But yeah, that's what I'm willing to do, I guess. Strawberries, I'm kind of iffy when it comes to strawberries and blueberries. Like, I might have to try some strawberries again, but I know that for like blueberries, I have this weird thing where I like things that are blueberry flavored, but eating actual blueberries has like some nasty aftertaste, and it's like, how I don't know, maybe it's like the things people do to prepare the blueberry flavored shit makes it taste better than actual blueberries. But I kind of don't remember about strawberries. I think I didn't really like actual strawberries, but I can try to give it another chance to see how it goes. So I guess I can try and put this down somewhere. So apples, question mark, bananas, and strawberries. All right, getting somewhere, I guess.
Make sure you check out my video on how to lower blood pressure naturally. To include pears. Pears are also high in fiber, so that's good also. Plums, watermelon as well. So make sure when you're thinking about your low sodium foods, you put fruit at the top of the list. Number 2, vegetables. Now you know good and well that fresh veggies are low in sodium, but remember I said fresh veggies, not all vegetables. So there are some vegetables that are lower in sodium than others, and I'll talk about those in just a second, but I do want to remind you that while fresh vegetables are the best, if you are in a situation where you cannot always get the fresh vegetables, you want to get the frozen vegetables, because the frozen vegetables are going to have less sodium than the canned vegetables. Now, those canned vegetables, let me tell you something about the canned vegetables. You definitely want to avoid them if you can, but realistically, canned vegetables are much less expensive than fresh vegetables. Now, I understand that everyone is not in a position to always be able to go out and buy these organic, fresh vegetables. So let me tell you something practical you can do if you're in a situation where you have to have canned vegetables. Look at the labels. If you see vegetables that are in a can and it says no salt added, that's the one you want. And certainly, if you see reduced sodium, that's going to be better than getting the typical canned vegetables. But if your canned vegetables are high in sodium and you don't have much of a choice in that, don't worry. What you do is you open that can and you pour off that salty stock. You pour off the salty water and you replace it with water that has no salt. And that will help you to reduce the sodium, even if you have to have canned vegetables. But again, fresh vegetables are the best. Number two, frozen vegetables. And if you have the canned vegetables, then those are some tricks to still keep your sodium low. Now here's the interesting thing about vegetables. Some vegetables actually do have some sodium in them, and so I'm going to talk to you about which vegetables are known for having low sodium. The vegetables that have a moderately low amount of sodium include onions. We got some onions right here, it's a nice little red onion. And also Brussels sprouts, moderately low amount of sodium, and celery. But then if you really want to be strict with your sodium and you want to have vegetables that have essentially zero sodium, that's when you are going to want to look to your cucumbers. Cucumbers have essentially no sodium, so that's excellent. Also squash. I love me some squash. Squash has essentially no sodium. And some other really, really low sodium, garlic. Garlic has practically no sodium. So we're talking about the very, very, very low sodium vegetables. And you already know that garlic is something that can help to enhance your immune system. It can help to lower your blood pressure naturally. So garlic has all kinds of things going on. But yes, having essentially no sodium is something else with the garlic. Asparagus has very, very low or essentially no sodium as well. And guess what else? Green beans. Here, I got some frozen green beans right here. Get you some fresh ones if you can, but green beans have essentially no sodium. Now here's the deal. A lot of you guys think about, ooh, I love vegetables. I love everything you mentioned. You're probably thinking you like squash casserole and you like, all kinds of fresh and delicious. If you like them because they're cooked in a whole bunch of sauces, I want you to rethink it, because a lot of times the sauces add sodium. So I'm really talking about dealing with fresh vegetables cooked with no sodium added. The squash has no sodium alone. So you want to figure out ways to cook these vegetables. You can have them raw for sure, but if you're going to cook them, you want to cook them with no sodium. And we'll talk about some tricks on how to do that and still have your flavor. So yes, there are ways to add flavor to your vegetables without using salt. You can use certain fruits like lemons, zest yourself a lemon, and that can help to enhance the flavor of your foods. You can add all kinds of herbs, you can add peppers, you can add ginger, you can add and think of ways to spice up your food without adding salt. You can also use some of the salt substitutes, but you want to be careful, and again, you want to be a label watcher, because a lot of the salt substitutes are high in potassium. And if you are a person who needs to have a potassium restriction, then you certainly don't want to have high potassium. For example, if you are a chronic kidney disease patient, or if you're on dialysis, typically you want to limit your potassium to less than 2 grams a day. And so if you're doing a salt substitute that's high in potassium, that defeats the purpose. Make sure in everything you do, you consult your physician and you find out the amount of potassium, the amount of sodium. Find out what's recommended for you. Consult your doctor. But again, number 2, vegetables, a low sodium food to help to fight high blood pressure and to improve heart health. Number 3, yogurt. Y'all, I love me some yogurt.
Bro, show the label.
Really do.
Thanks. Okay. So, vegetables. All of them that she listed, I either don't know what they taste like or don't like them. I don't like cucumbers. I don't like onions. So fresh veggies over frozen over canned. All right. So, all right, I made note of that. What I usually do for veggies, when it comes to cooking, like sometimes I will get canned peas and canned corn, and for a meal, I just I don't do this often, so maybe I should do it more, but they're canned, so I guess they have a lot of sodium, but I do drain them. I take a can of each, drain them, then put them in a bowl, like pour off of both cans in the bowl, mix them together, take some butter, place it on top, put it in the microwave for a minute, then stir it up again, and then eat that as a meal. And that's pretty much the only like vegetables I prepare. Like sometimes I eat chicken pot pies that has vegetables in it, but yeah, those things are definitely high in sodium. I don't know if they have like frozen ones. They probably do. I know they most likely have like mixed vegetables, which are hopefully peas, corn, carrots, and potatoes. I'm all right with carrots as long as they're soft, and I pretty much like potatoes, but she didn't list potatoes here, so they might be a pretty sodium rich food. I know that they usually have like starch when they're cooked and stuff, but I do like mashed potatoes, but I don't cook with potatoes or carrots at all. I usually have someone else cook it, but yeah, I'm not sure. Like, I'm willing to eat potatoes, but I don't want to put effort into like peeling and cutting potatoes and actually cooking them. I don't know, maybe it's something I can look into in the future. But at least like maybe I can look around for like I don't know about fresh veggies, but frozen veggies I might be able to find stuff for. All right. Okay, so at least I'm kind of like getting somewhere, I guess.
Yogurt is excellent because it can be a source of protein, it can be a source of good bacteria, which can help with your digestion. It can have some vitamins and minerals in it, and yogurt is another low sodium food. Here's the key. You want to have plain yogurt, low fat yogurt, and you don't want to have a whole lot of additives like the fruits that come in the yogurt, because sometimes that leans to having more salt. So in other words, if they're putting fruits in there that are not fresh fruits, then you may be missing the whole point, and you may end up having sodium in your yogurt. So get yourself a plain yogurt. In this yogurt, for example, in one serving, there's only 65 milligrams of sodium. Make sure you watch what a serving size is. For here, one serving is 3/4 of a cup. If you know good and well that you have a whole cup or 2 cups, you want to go ahead and multiply out the sodium accordingly. But definitely, yogurt can be a low sodium food. Now, don't worry, if you don't love plain yogurt, that's okay. You can add your own fruit to it, but make sure you're adding fresh fruits that also are low in sodium. Number 4, nuts and seeds.
Okay. Yeah. I definitely do not like plain yogurt. I've had it before, and plain yogurt to add shit to. So, I don't know. Okay, so I know there's like Danimals yogurt. I don't know the sodium in those. I hadn't gotten it in a long time, but I'm a bit iffy when it comes to yogurt. There are definitely yogurts that taste good on the market, but I kind of see them as like a healthier version of like the pudding cup. So they're like snacks and not meals. But also, like with Danimals, those are basically like small drink shots. It's not exactly a meal, but I guess, I don't know, I could like make yogurt as like a side or something. I'm not really sure when it comes to like meal prep and shit, because you know, I'm busy. I want to make sure that I don't do a bunch of work for just a little bit of food. That's why I don't like well, I was thinking of bacon. It's a lot of work for like not a lot. Same for pork chops. Bacon can definitely be pretty fatty, and like it's not really like you don't get much meat out of bacon, out of cooking bacon. So it's like, what the fuck? Like, why did I fucking cook this? I didn't. Technically, I've never cooked bacon before, but I've definitely like, my mother has cooked it a couple times, and I've like watched it and shit. When she has to like go out for a smoke break, but yeah, and there's pork chops where I usually cut off the fat because I don't like eating fat. Because I can't break it up with my teeth. I'm usually sitting there like chewing on fat for 10 minutes while the fucking meat, the actual fucking meat gets cold in front of me. And it's like, what the fuck? So, yeah. Maybe I have a lot to learn. There are some times where some pork chops with like they're thin, and so the fat on them is thin enough to where like when they're cooked the fat becomes crispy and I can actually chew it and break it up to fucking eat. But yeah, so just me being an amateur. But the whole point of this is just to fucking improve my my arsenal, I guess. So yeah, where the fuck? 23 minutes. Okay. All right, so nuts and seeds. I don't know about seeds. And peanuts, I've had unsalted peanuts before. They're okay. I actually, like, a week or two ago, looked for unsalted peanuts in, like, a Dollar General grocery store near here, which I've actually gotten unsalted peanuts from there before a long time ago, but I literally could not see any unsalted peanuts. So it's like, what the fuck? And it pissed me off, but I guess I'll have to go to a supermarket to see if I can find fucking unsalted peanuts. But again, like, peanuts, that's not exactly a meal That's I mean, that's kind of like just snacking on stuff. But I mean, you can technically snack on it, snack on a bunch of nuts to where it becomes like meal sized, I guess. But yeah, I don't know about seeds. I don't like sunflower seeds. And I believe the only seeds I've had in my life, I only ever liked because they were salted, so that defeats purpose. But let's watch, okay?
Nuts and seeds, another low sodium food. But here's the thing, you have to make sure that the nuts are unsalted. Don't come around here with all kinds of salty nuts and thinking you're having a low sodium diet, because you're not. Unsalted. I love nuts because, again, it's an excellent source for so many things. Proteins, you can have good fats in the nuts. Nuts can act as a snack to kind of help to fill you up. You can cook with nuts. It's really wonderful. But just remember, having unsalted nuts and seeds, another low sodium food that can help to fight high blood pressure and improve heart health. Number 5, oats and grains. Oats and grains are low sodium foods. Yes, they are. Now, I go into detail about whole grains versus processed grains. I'm talking about whole grains. Make sure you watch my video on a heart healthy diet after you finish watching this video. So yes, oats, low in sodium. And oats are also good for so many other things. They are heart healthy, and they can even help you when you're trying to have a diet to lower your cholesterol. So you want to add oats to your diet. That's a low sodium food. Grains, low sodium as well. You can have rice. Yes, you can have rice. Brown rice is actually quite low in sodium. But again, you don't want to add all kinds of sauces and this and that low in sodium, but be careful not to add sodium to them. Number 6, eggs. You know what?
All right, so grains. I mean, I can have like whole wheat bread. I assume that's whole grains because it's whole wheat. But yeah, I have that to like make peanut butter sandwiches sometimes when I want to like eat light. I don't like rice at all. I just don't like the texture. I don't know why, but I don't like rice. Oatmeal, like Quaker oatmeal. I like oatmeal, but what I don't like is like with instant oatmeal, how I have to like fucking watch it in the fridge, make sure it doesn't like bubble over. Watch it in the fridge. Watch it in the microwave. I don't know, just the grating in front of it. Like it just screws with my eyes, and it just strains my eyes. So if I cook anything in the microwave, I want it to be, you know, more or less set it and forget it. And once it goes off, like maybe take it out, stir, put it back in, but I don't have to like watch this stuff cook and strain my eyes. So I don't know about oatmeal. Like, also I want like quick meals where I don't have to do much, but yeah, maybe look into light oat meals. Meals with oats. And eggs. Okay, so I guess I'm going to get it out of the way now. I don't know if she's going to saying anything new about eggs, probably not, but so I don't know about eggs. Like, if I fry them, there's going to be grease, and I don't like having to deal with grease, having to dispose of it. I could make scrambled eggs, and the thing about scrambled eggs is they're okay, but I get full of them or sick of the taste like really fast. Like, I don't know what it is, but just scrambled eggs like make me feel full really fast, and I don't know if that's good or bad thing. Then there's like boiled eggs. I don't know what deviled eggs are like. I don't know what poached eggs are like. Boiled eggs. So I've never actually cooked them before, but I have had them, and they're okay, I guess. I don't know if I can make like a meal from them, but I guess that's something I can look into. But if thinking about it now though, like if I'm cooking them, like I'm afraid, like, you know, if you put like an egg in a microwave, it explodes, right? So that's why I'm afraid of fucking boiling eggs. Like, I'm afraid, like, if I cook it for too long, are they just gonna fucking explode? So I may need to look into how to fucking boil eggs. How to fucking boil eggs. Omelets. I could maybe look into omelets. But I assume that omelet, like if I go all out with like an omelet, it's gonna take a long time to prepare and everything. I almost dropped my water. It would not be a quick food. It would not be a quick meal in my mind. So let's I don't know how to spell fucking omelets. Moderates. So just one L. Omelets if I am crazy. Okay, 33 minutes.
What? I like eggs, I really do. And you can just have your egg whites if you like, but eggs are actually packed with protein. They are. And you're able to season your eggs without using salt, and then it can be another one of these low sodium foods. You can season your eggs with pepper, yes. You can also use garlic, onion, spinach, and just don't add salt. But yes, eggs indeed are a powerful protein source and another low sodium food. If you are a person with high cholesterol, make sure you consult your physician to find out if eggs are okay for you. But in general, eggs are another low sodium food. Just don't add any salt to them. Number 7, fresh fish and chicken.
Okay, so something else to add about eggs, like that I'm thinking about right now. So with like egg whites and egg yolks and shit, like I assume that maybe I can develop some meals to where I can like add egg to them. And so perhaps eggs can at least be a versatile ingredient for meals. And that kind of makes me hyped for them. But I'm not used to dealing with like eggs or knowing when they're bad. I assume there's like an expiration date, but like fucking I don't know what I'm doing with perishables like that. Like it's new territory to me. It's kind of scary. Like I am not all that responsible. Like I struggle for like there's sometimes where like I get milk and for cereal, mostly just for cereal, and for like a breakfast food, and sometimes I don't eat cereal enough in that time to and the milk goes bad because it's like gets to its expiration date and it's like, oh shit. So basically I don't know if I can trust myself right now to buy eggs and experiment with them unless like I'm hyper focused on it and shit. I won't be able to do it right now because I have milk for cereal, and I have hot dogs that I need to cook and eat, especially since I don't want the hot dog buns to fucking start molding before I get around to it. But that might end up happening. Who knows? Like I kind of got the hot dogs without thinking, so because I hadn't had them in a long time and I just need something different. But yeah, so fresh fish and chicken. I just don't like fish. I don't like fish. So I'm not gonna do fish stuff. Chicken. Here's the thing about chicken. I want it to be boneless, basically, and without fat, because again, I don't want to chew on fat that tastes horrible, and I can't even break it down with my teeth. So. And eating chicken off the bone, it's kind of it usually has like fats and shit too. I usually eat it with fork and knife so I can like cut it up, and it's just a fucking hassle to where eating chicken like that, I just stay away from it. Fuck it. Not worth it to me. So I don't know if there are any like, maybe I can look into boneless chicken, but also like I know cook it to where like the middle isn't pink and shit, but I don't know. I like chicken. I feel like it as an amateur. Chicken is like chicken can be not cooked that well to where it can like fuck you up, make you sick, and I just really want to avoid that. But and also like I don't want my fucking trash can to stink just because I have like little bits of fatty chicken that I didn't want to eat, and so yeah, it's a mess. It's a mess for me, but I want to hear what she has to say. So,
and I'll tell you why I mentioned this. I know we talk about plant-based diets and how they are very safe and healthy, and it is true, it's true. But I also know that many of you do eat meat. And so if you're eating meat, I want to give you low sodium options. If the fish is fresh, like salmon, don't add salt to them. Use some of the seasonings that we talked about. Skin fresh and don't add salt to it. I keep mentioning fresh because if you're dealing with pre-packaged deli meats that come in a pre-packaged container, look at that label. Those tend to have high sodium. And so if you're eating meat, make sure that you get fresh meat when you can. Don't add salt to it, and that's another low sodium food. The foods I mentioned today are the low sodium.
well, shit. So I can't have like prepackaged meat with without fucking fat on them. Where's fucking OBS? 40 minutes. All right, let's find our video. Okay, so I actually went through a couple of them, and a couple wasn't really that good for me, but so I guess I'll just chime in on some of my thoughts. So this one talked about scrambled eggs in the morning for protein, but and some bacon, which I don't want to deal with bacon, but apparently this is like fish tacos, and of course I don't want to go with fish, but like tacos, I can probably make different kinds of tacos, right? So I've made quesadillas before, like chicken quesadillas, and yeah, I don't really like the chicken I was using that much, but like I can basically throw whatever I want on it. So custom tacos / quesadillas, I guess. I could probably look into that. I'm kind of not sure about the quesadillas because like when I cook on it, you know, I'm mostly cooking the bread, right? Like when I have it like filled with shit, the first thing that's cooked is the bread. So I don't know, maybe I could like poke little holes in it so that I don't know, maybe I can look at like how to cook quesadillas or whatever and see. I don't know. I was probably doing shit right, I guess. Cooked them in like 3 minutes or whatever, like kept flipping them every minute to cook both sides until they're like brownish, or at least starting to get brown. During the time I did use a Taco Bell Chipotle sauce, I think it's called. So I don't know how much sodium that uses, but I usually use sauce to try and like seal the quesadilla. And I don't know about tacos either, because like when I get tacos from Taco Bell, I usually try like unsuccessfully wrap it up into like a burrito shape so that I don't lose anything when I take a bite out of one side and the rest of the taco just comes out the other side. But yeah, I don't know about like burritos. Burritos. But I guess it's something to look into. Something to look into making.
Hi guys, well, I'm getting ready for lunch. Down, and also carbs. I want probably.
I should probably just pause and come back when I have something else to talk about.
Cream, some Philadelphia jalapeno cream cheese, which is really good. Some tomato pico, some Swiss cheese, and I had 3 tortillas, corn tortillas, really low in calorie count, and also a little bit of protein, but not much salt. For me, that's all that matters most is the salt count, and usually try to keep the calorie count down. It's pretty challenging trying to find, things. I've been experimenting all the time. I had to really invent a lot of the things on it myself. So I tried the sour cream with a little of the jalapeno cream cheese, and it actually has a really good flavor of the cream cheese on there. And I put some Swiss cheese on top of that. I gotta admit it, it came out really good. It's pretty tasty as far as it goes, and it looks pretty good too. If you're not on a low sodium diet, just add your seasons to it and it'll really kick it up a lot. I gotta admit, I missed the salt, but I can't have it, so I can't add very much to it. So this is pretty much my finished product right here. Hope you enjoy it.
Beef chunk roast. I don't know about that. I might want to try doing stuff with like ground beef, but I'm not sure how to like do that. I have like zero idea with like ground beef. I mean, I could maybe make goulash. I'm not sure. Sloppy joes. I'd love to be able to make sloppy joes, but yeah, I don't know about the like kitchen prep and shit when it comes to that. But I guess I'll just add it. Ground beef. I'd seen there was like a video in one place that said like simple meals for like ground beef, and I'm like, I should look into that. But yeah, ground beef, sloppy joes, sloopy joe. Sloopy joes. Okay, but I feel like beef chunk. What was it? Like beef chunk soup or something? Beef chunk roast. Yeah, there's mushrooms in there. Looks more like a casserole. Alright, next one in this low sodium homemade pizza. Cardiac College? Oh, these are different videos, okay.
Today we are focusing on how to boost flavor in food without adding salt. Sodium is an essential mineral that our body needs. It helps control blood pressure and maintain normal fluid balance. Many people are not aware that most foods contain natural sodium. As a result, there's no need to add salt to boost flavor. There are healthy alternatives. Eating too much sodium can cause. So how much sodium is in a pinch of salt?
On average, a pinch is about 1/8 of a teaspoon, which contains about 300 milligrams of sodium. According to the Canadian Hypertension Education Program, consider reducing your sodium intake towards 2,000 milligrams per day.
Be sure to taste it first. An important point to remember is that although there are different types of salt which vary in flavor, coarseness, and even color, they all contain about the same amount of sodium. Over 75% of the sodium we consume comes from processed foods, fast foods, restaurant meals, packaged and ready-to-eat meals. They include deli meat, pizza, cheese, soups, and sauces. Even bakery items, breads, and most breakfast cereals contain sodium, although they may not taste salty. Not to worry, there are lots of lower sodium alternatives that we can add to flavor our foods. We are going to feature some recipes and tips that will enhance flavor without using salt. Let's get started. Food for many. Unfortunately, when we buy pizza that is prepackaged, frozen, from a fast food outlet or a restaurant, they are high in sodium. Today we're going to start off with a delicious pizza.
And we're going to show folks.
We're going to start off with a delicious pizza.
Prep time 30 minutes. Total time 60 minutes. Okay. All right. I mean, I'm just looking at options, I guess, for now. But that's prep time is 30 minutes. And is that like with cooking or is that before cooking?
And we're going to show folks at home how they can make it healthily and easily.
And we're going to start off with some dough.
Absolutely.
Wait, what? Yeah, making pizza dough from scratch. I don't know if there's like pizza dough you can just buy at a store or something. Probably not, because I don't usually see pizza dough. I usually just see tortillas. But that's a little. I kind of just want maybe like quesadilla pizzas would be a good alternative for me or something, but all right, let's continue watching.
Yeast, you've got to get it to work a bit. And so what I've done over here, 1 1/3 cup of warm water. I've put in 2 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil, 1 tablespoon of honey, and a little bag of yeast. And that's the base. We've got 2 cups of all wheat flour. Making the dough, don't throw the whole jug of flour at once. You need to start incorporating it, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. But it's staggering how high the sodium is of ready-to-go pizzas.
So that's great that we're doing it ourselves.
Yeah, absolutely. Ready to go from a supermarket. So you don't have to necessarily go right from ground zero as we are today. So you don't have to sodium dough ready to go from a supermarket.
That's nice to fucking hear.
So you don't have to necessarily go right from ground zero as we are today. But for those that want to start with a healthy base that is possible. So with the mix now we've got to get the hands dirty.
Okay.
We've got to get in there. Once this has been completed, then put this on the dough on a sheet of parchment paper, on a baking tray, and just let it rest as we are going to make the sauce, and then we'll deal with the topping.
We're going to start with the tomato sauce.
Absolutely. So this is easy to make at home. Make your own sauce from scratch. You could jazz it up a bit more with some more seasonings. Our favorite,
Olive oil.
extra virgin olive oil.
So extra virgin olive oil is a great choice because it's an unsaturated fat. It's a healthy fat and it helps lower LDL cholesterol.
I've got cut up Spanish onion that I'm going to saute here, together with some chopped up fresh garlic. So we're going to saute here for a few minutes, and then we're going to add fresh ripe tomatoes.
So this is a good opportunity to lower the sodium content of your tomato sauce by starting off with ripe tomatoes.
Having the fresh ripe tomatoes, you can't meet the flavor of the fresh tomatoes. So
And tomatoes are a good source of lycopene as well, so we're getting some really good.
using my Greek oregano, just pure oregano. You use fresh oregano that you can get at the supermarket. And then I'm using my all-purpose, it's called David's Special Steak Rub. Tablespoon of the all-purpose special steak rub. This is going to take a little bit of time because obviously it has to get soft and mushy and become a sauce, but that will happen as we continue to compile our pizza.
And the herbs and spices are nice because they add such great flavor.
Added ingredient over here is just some tomato paste.
And again, you could get them in a low sodium version.
Added ingredient here gives just a little bit of sweetness, teaspoon of sugar. I think we are done together very, very nicely.
Cook sauce for 30 minutes.
I think we are done, and we're going to now let it rest and cool down before we make our pizza. Now that our sauce is cooled down, and we'll put our beautiful sauce on our homemade pizza. On our homemade pizza. So from here, to sprinkle mozzarella cheese.
So an option could be either use a small amount of block mozzarella, or if you want to reduce the sodium content, use fresh mozzarella balls, also known as bocconcino.
So from here, because we want a nice healthy pizza, decided to come with an array of peppers. I'll get these on the pizza.
Throughout the day. So this is a good way to vegetables and load them up.
Yeah, and that's
Another option could be some steamed rapini or broccoli rabe or spinach. Could that also be an option?
zucchini.
Okay, so I just remembered because pizza toppings, I like black olives. So I guess black olives is a vegetable I can eat, but I only ever eat it on pizza. So maybe I can add it to like. I don't know if black olives can be like added to pizza, but okay. I don't know. I'm not gonna write it down unless I'm gonna like make fucking pizza, but I don't know.
Yeah, that'll be gorgeous.
Now, meat, we're going to use chicken breast, I think.
Yes, we've got two grilled chicken breasts that I've sprinkled a little bit of my all-purpose steak rub on to give some added flavor. And so I'm going to put slices of the grilled chicken.
So this is a better alternative to processed meats that are typically used on a store-bought prepared type of pizza. They're high in sodium, they're high in nitrates, other preservatives. So this is a great way to reduce the amount of sodium and preservatives that you would typically get in a prepared pizza.
I have the oven on convection, set at 475. Because we have, a lot on top and the dough is fairly thick, it's going to take a good half an hour to bake.
Okay.
So half an hour to make the sauce, and then after that, another half an hour to cook the pizza.
There we are. Got some beautiful baby arugula.
It smells.
Enjoy, everybody.
Okay. I don't know. That video might have been a little bit of a waste of time. Didn't really get anything out of it other than, oh, I remember black olives exist. But I also actually had black olives in a sub earlier, so which I guess reminds me, homemade subs and black olives. Okay, well, let's see, low sodium meatloaf. I don't know how I feel about meatloaf. Low sodium spaghetti. I don't usually cook like spaghetti anyway, because it usually takes a while. Yeah, these look like quesadillas. I'll look into it later. Right now, please, ground beef. Where the fuck did I see it? Where the fuck did I see it? I didn't see it here. It's over here. Carnivore ground beef recipes. That one looks like it's wrapped in bacon, so but yeah, so I got 10 minutes until the next day. So guess what? I completed this. All right. So did I? I did. Okay. I think I kind of dodged a bullet a little bit, but yeah. So I guess that's all for this video. So I guess I'd appreciate leaving your thoughts or your own like meals, or like if you do anything for low sodium or something. Feel free to talk about it in the comments, and yeah, I'll see you guys later. This is just this video of me like exploring my options. But if you have any thoughts or inputs, or want to share like your own your own like recipes or what you usually cook that's like low sodium or something, and like your experiences, feel free. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.